All right, good afternoon. Thank you, Allison. As she said, my name is Debra Holloway. I'm with the Brain Injury Association of Virginia. I am the education manager, and I have been in this position almost 7 years here at BIAV. And I just wanted to share a little bit about our organization, and then particularly kind of hone in and talk a little more detail about our support network. So the Brain Injury Association of Virginia serves everyone in the Commonwealth. And we focus in on serving individuals that have experienced a brain injury, families, and the professionals that are impacted and serve these individuals. We have lots of different activities that we do. I'm going to go over them in a little bit more detail in just a minute, but I encourage you to take a few minutes and do a little strolling through our website. It's listed there, BIAV.net, and that's N-E-T. Lots and lots of resources on our website. It's a great place to kind of figure out what your questions are. Sometimes that's the challenge. So just to give you a broad overview, we help individuals and families. We do consultations. This is free. All our services are free as far as the consultation services. Kind of help people with challenges once they get home, might have some different questions, get referred to new resources in your community. We do lots of public awareness. We do some educational events. We do an annual conference that's geared for individuals, families, and professionals. We do webinars and trainings. We also have a camp that we do for individuals. So we have lots and lots of resources. And then we also assist professionals with getting connected with resources and with educational topics, webinars, and events. So those are just some things. I did want to just kind of hone in a little bit on the support network, because that is what I wanted to focus on. And the support network is basically just a description of some of our services and supports that really focuses in, obviously, supporting individuals and family members once they transition home and in their community. And we really try to focus on what it just says there, you know, relationships, finding support in each other, and getting connected with other people that have had similar journeys to yours, which is very, the feedback we receive from families is that's just really a really meaningful experience for them to be able to connect with others that have or are going through similar situations. So our support network is made up of 3 primary services that we provide. We do host with our own staff 2 support groups. I'm going to tell you more details about those. We also support group leaders all around the state. So we do a lot of educational and provide support to those individuals that are volunteering their time around maybe in another part of the state and doing a support group. We support them. We also have some online peer communities. And what that is it's basically the ability to get online 24/7 and ask questions, or maybe look at some resources. And we use the platform called Mighty Networks. So the way I like to describe it is it's similar to kind of like a Facebook group, but this is hosted with this different Mighty Networks platform, and it is secure. It's invite only, and it's just this online space where people can ask questions, discuss topics, exchange ideas. So we currently have 2. We have a professional peer community. We have support group leaders that get together and have a peer community, and we have a caregiver, families and caregivers peer community. We're working on trying to get more something similar for individuals that have experienced a brain injury to have a similar type platform. We also host bi-monthly social events. Of course, a lot of these things derived out of us being stuck at home and quarantined, and we found a lot of these things have been really positive activities for individuals. So these social events at this point in time are all virtual, but we do some great game nights, wellness series, music therapy, and they're just kind of fun, hour-long get-togethers. It gives you an opportunity to get to know people and have some fun and just focus on wellness. So those are the 3 main components of our support network here at BIAV that I wanted to share with you. As I mentioned earlier, we do host or facilitate is the correct term, 2 support groups. We have a caregiver one that takes place that's specifically for family caregivers. It's monthly. It's the first Wednesday of the month at 6 p.m. And these started virtually and will continue to be virtually because we have participants from all over the state. We also have one that has been meeting for many, many years. For individuals living with brain injury, and family and friends are also included in that one. And a coworker facilitates that group, Christine, and that group meets on the 3rd Monday of every month at 6:30. It's currently virtual. Our goal obviously is to have it be available for those individuals to be able to come back and see each other in person, and have the virtual component because it's grown. So those are 2 support groups that just really I want to just share with you that we directly facilitate. Really quick, some really benefits. What we hear from individuals and family members is that they just feel like a support group can be really helpful, and it can be helpful for different people at different points in their recovery. We have people that attend the support group for a while and then they may drop off and maybe something's going on, they come back, or, then of course we have people that have been coming for years and years and years. So it brings the support is different for everybody, but we find that people give us the feedback that this is just really a great platform for them to feel supported, to feel understood, to be with people that are going through similar situations they are. Those tend to be the really key things that people bring up when they talk about support groups. And I think some people really want to give back. Is another reason why they get to the point where they want to give back to others, and being part of a support group and being able to tell an individual that might be struggling with something you struggled with a couple of years ago and be able to provide them, yeah, I went through this and this is where we are and this is the things we did that were helpful. Being able to provide that information to others is very a positive experience for individuals also. So support groups. So I talked a little bit already about peer communities, and I thought I'd talk a little bit more. We have the family caregiver peer community. And it's a great growing, it's been launched since May, online community where you can just ask a question, post something interesting you may find. I post on a regular basis about just things that are going on here at the Brain Injury Association of Virginia, maybe some other opportunities that are geared more specifically to family members. And it's really meant to be a safe place for families, a safe place for them to communicate, ask questions to people that understand that maybe you're not into or comfortable with attending a live support group virtually. This is another way you can get some of those same benefits through this peer community. You can chat with individuals, so it's a really neat platform. And it's very easy to use. I think sometimes people get a little overwhelmed with technology, but you simply receive an invitation and you get signed up, and it's just like a landing page where you can scroll and read through some of the posts. And then I talked a little bit about events, and this is going in a little bit more detail, some of the things we've done. Game nights are very popular. We've had some fun online games, trivia. We also do the wellness series, music therapy, art therapy, journaling. Really, the focus of these events is to have fun and be social and support one another and get to know each other. So it's not really any other reason to get together, just to improve social isolation. So many people are struggling with that still. So it just is a great way to connect with people and get to know them through our social events. And let's see, the last thing I just wanted to share, facilitating family support group. These are just some tips that I keep hearing over and over again. I just wanted to share with family members. This is kind of a new journey for them. Things are changing. They might just be transitioning home. Just the ability to accept help from others. It's a difficult thing to do, but it really can make a difference, and it's okay to take help. It's okay not to be okay. To be able to forgive yourself if you're feeling any kind of guilt or concern about you can't do everything. And to take care of yourself, to take those breaks and practice those self-care tips. And, things might change. You might have to maybe change some of the things you're used to doing, but there's new things out there that might be something just really exciting and that your family might be able to embrace moving forward. So those were just some fun tips I just thought I'd share with, particularly geared towards family members. Lastly, there's my email address, Debra@BIAV.net. And thank you, Allison, so much for giving me this opportunity to share our resources with the group. And I appreciate that. And I don't know, you mentioned the questions. If anyone had questions, or if you want to wait till after the next presentation, whatever.
Yes, are there any questions for Debra? Thank you so much, Debra.
Absolutely.
It's great information, and I think it would be really helpful for us to figure out how we can connect our caregivers here. I know they're starting a new kind of family education program here at SAI for our families, and I need to make sure that we get this information to the families then, so they can have that opportunity to connect with you sooner, or to use the peer community, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah, we're very excited with that. It's going really, really well. And it's nice because we're able to kind of, I know it's hard to really know what your questions are before you get discharged, or family members, kind of when you get out and in the community, that's when some new questions pop up that you didn't even know what to ask. So we can be there for that step, for that part of your journey. So
great. Thank you very much.
thank you.